Well, thank you everyone for coming. This is really, really exciting. It's our first live cast, simulcast around the world. We have Steve Holmes, as you know, chairman and president of Wyndham Worldwide. Mary.
This is like The View or something.
I know, like The View, okay. He's like, we have Mary Falvey, who's our chief human resource officer. And I have to put a plug in for Mary. She has corporate services, which is communication, sustainability, risk management. She had real estate. She has so much more than that as well. So I want to put a plug in for her.
Think she needs an agent?
Yeah, you know.
She's
okay,
good
Steve,
at it on her own.
that's good, Steve. Okay. Okay. We have Jeff Bellotti, as we know. Our distinguished leader from Wyndham Exchange and Rentals, who is now overseeing the Wyndham Hotel Group, which is absolutely fabulous. And we have Jeana Wirtenberg. Did I say that right? Yes. And I want to make sure and put a plug in for her. So she wrote a book called Building a Culture of Sustainability. It really is a great book. It's on Amazon, 5 stars. She will talk a little bit about this book, but we're chapter 10 in the book. So for those of you, the first 12 who ask questions, we have a signed book of with the executives. All the executives who were interviewed signed the book. So please ask a question. You can get a signed book from everyone. It'll be fantastic. And we're really looking forward to getting your participation, as well as in Orlando, Indiana, and Redmond, Washington. Jeana, let's talk a little bit about why you included Wyndham Worldwide in your book. And what you found in terms of the corporate culture.
Absolutely. So first of all, I want to say how incredibly honored and appreciative and grateful I am for you allowing me to include you in my book. So thank you, and for putting this incredible event together, and I'm just absolutely thrilled to be here. This is really very, very inspiring, and so the number one reason why I included Wyndham in my book was because you are a role model, you are inspiring, you're moving, and you have some powerful stories. So I wanted to create a path forward. There's a lot of negativity. I'm sure we hear, endless negative stories, and I wanted to create some positive stories and some hope and a path forward by shining a light on what's possible. We face a lot of major issues in the world, climate change, etc., and there are organizations and companies who get it and are doing it. So I wanted to learn more about what you're doing and share it with the world. So that's sort of the bottom line. How the book came about was through work I was doing with the Institute for Sustainable Enterprise at Fairleigh Dickinson University. You're a corporate partner, and also transitioning to green. I began to realize that while many companies are doing phenomenal work in sustainability, largely speaking, it's siloed. It's still siloed in a EH&S department, a CSR department, etc. But there are companies like yours, and they're few and far between, who actually see that it needs to be mainstreamed in every function, in R&D, in product development, in supply chain, in marketing, and that it is a win-win-win. You can have people, planet, and profits, and it can all come together. It doesn't need to be an either-or. It doesn't need to be a trade-off. You're either environmentally sustainable or you're profitable. And so, while no company has really achieved sustainability, we are all on this journey together. I wanted to put out these examples to several audiences, which is now happily beginning to happen, which is, first of all, the corporate audience for other companies, small, medium, and large, to learn from and emulate what you all are doing, and the other companies in the book. But secondly, we have a younger generation coming up, the millennials, who are graduating from school, and so I'm happy to report that my book is now being picked up for case studies in business schools throughout the world. Very exciting. I just sent out some case overview to 13,000 business school professors, and it's been picked up by already 125 professors all over the world. And most important, I wanted to take a vacation in the Netherlands, and I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. But I was so excited when I heard all about that I said to my husband and my son, we're going there. And that's pretty much how it all started.
That's great. That's hilarious. But we'll see about that trip.
Yeah, I truly believe that we are on the cusp of a tipping point. We're at an inflection point around CSR and sustainability in the world. And you guys are leaders in that. And 3 things I believe need to happen, and we heard all of those reflected in the conversation here. Number 1 is mainstreaming sustainability in every function, just like it used to be. You remember quality was some separate department? I mean, now it's embedded in the only way to do business. So in the future, sustainability and corporate social responsibility will be the only socially acceptable way to do business, and we're already kind of moving in that direction. The second thing is embedding it deeply in the DNA of the culture. And I heard every one of you talking about that, and that's what you're all about. And that means that it lives and breathes in every person in the organization, from the custodian, the janitor, to the CEO. Everyone gets it. And the third thing is leadership. You have great leaders here. This is an example, but leadership also resides in everyone. Leadership is not just at the top. Everyone is a leader. I call it a leaderful organization. And when everybody feels free to step up and say, you know, this is my little corner of the world, this is my little cube, and I'm going to take a stand on making sure that everybody turns their lights out and that we use the most sustainable products and services, and everybody is constantly innovating to think about what they can personally contribute, both at home and in their life and with their neighbors and in their community and at work. And I think you guys are on the journey, but I think that there's a lot of other companies that need to come along. I love your competitive spirit. I actually talked about that, and I think that's wonderful, but also everybody needs to come along and join this journey.